Hi guys, how's it going? It's Chris Graham here for Wheeler Betting for the very last time on Polish football. Unfortunately, the season finishes on Sunday, just as well, because my form's been rotten. Apologies about that. But let's go in one last time, and I'm breaking the rules this week. Because it was the last week. I've got three selections this week, two big price ones, and one my nap, if you like. It's the last week, so who gives a shit? Start off with the nap, if you like, and that is the game between Ekstraklasa and Zagłębie Lubin. All these games kicking off on Sunday afternoon. I think it's 3 p.m. Last game of the season, obviously. Wisła against Zagłębie, just 1 point separates these sides in real terms. Both stuck in the mid-table. Zagłębie have got a 3 point deduction, but 1 point in terms of real terms. Terrible season for Wisła Krakow. 2 years ago this weekend they won the Ekstraklasa Polish League Championship. They've been stuck in the bottom half of the table most of the campaign. So yeah, really disappointing season for them. But news this week that Franciszek Smuda, who was in charge of Poland during Euro 2012 last summer, you'll recall, will be in charge of them next season, which is a decent appointment. Interesting to see how the players respond to that. I think they'll respond to it in a positive manner. Wisła they've been pretty inconsistent this season, but the form recently has been okay. It's been generally all right. 3 wins in the last 6, 7 points out of the last 9 on home turf. And home turf they're on Sunday. The reason I'm getting involved here is because Zagłębie, a team I've actually followed quite a lot this season, their form really has tailed off. They're well and truly on the beach, as people relentlessly say these days. Such an annoying cliche. No win in 5 for Zagłębie, 3 defeats in the last 4. They're at the bottom 4 in the form table, and last Thursday night they were thrashed 3-0 at home. Usually a strong point for them, their home form. Thrashed 3-0 at home to Lechia Gdansk on Thursday night, so not in good form at all. Wisła, they'll want to end the season on a high. It's been a disappointing season. They'll want to go out on a high in front of their fans, I think. And I think even money at home is a decent bet. For me, two big plucky outsiders here on this last day of the season. So think about it. Be sensible. Keep the stakes very, very low. That's what I'll be doing. But there's two teams who are grossly overpriced, who I definitely will be backing. The first of them is Polonia Warsaw, who are incredibly a 9-2 to beat Pogoń Szczecin, which is an extraordinary price. Pogoń 13th, Polonia 5th. Pogoń are already safe, so there's none of these sides have got anything to play for. Except, in some ways, Polonia do, because it's the last ever game as a club, pretty much. I'm not too sure of the situation, but they're not an Ekstraklasa next season. They've been expelled for financial irregularities. I presume they'll regenerate as a Phoenix club or whatever, but it's essentially the last ever game. You'd imagine they'd want to go out on a high here. Pogoń, 13th in the table. No side has picked up fewer points in the last 2 months in the spring round in Poland than Pogoń. Have had a dreadful second half of the campaign. Polonia unbeaten in 5. And their squad is pretty skeletal at the moment due to all these financial problems. But like I say, unbeaten in 5 at the moment, so it's hardly causing them to get humped every week, isn't it? So for me, loads of reasons here. 92 is an extraordinary price, and I'll definitely be getting involved with that. If you're a bit of a chicken, like I am most of the time, you might want to back them even money with a goal start. But 92, I'll be getting involved with that, people, definitely. And the third and final bet, another big price for you. I'm giving you big prices this week, so don't blame me if they don't go right. Is Widzew to beat Podbeskidzie at 11-4. Podbeskidzie definitely out these two sides in form at the moment. They require a win to definitely stay up in Ekstraklasa. They're in decent form, but 2 defeats in the last 4 hardly breeds loads of confidence. Widzew, for me, a great home side, one of the trends of the season for me. Back Widzew at home. They're 6th in the home table, 12th in the overall table. That tells you all you need to know about their home form. It's the bedrock of why they've stayed up. Just 1 loss in the last 7 home games. Last week, they held the champions, Legia Warsaw, at home as well. So very, very strong side at home. 11-4, I'm taking a wee bit of that. I understand they've got nothing to play for. I understand that Podbeskidzie need a win to definitely stay up. But sometimes, well, as we see regularly, sometimes things that are meant to happen don't quite happen. Indeed. Plus, the team they're fighting out for to stay up, GKS Bohatov, if they're losing at Piast, which is a very strong possibility, Piast third in the table, then Pod could just take it easy a wee bit. Think, oh, we didn't need to. They're a point ahead of them, so even if they lose and Behatov lose, they stay up. So you never know. It's another thing to think about. Another thing to factor into why that 11-4 is too big. So for me, 3 bets, small stakes, guys, without any doubt. It's the last game of the season, and we've had our fingers. Well, I've certainly had my fingers burnt in the last few weeks. Visa Krakow to beat Zagłębie, even money. Polonia Warsaw to beat Pogoń Szczecin at 9-2. Christ Almighty. And Widzew Łódź to beat Pobiskidze at 11-4. Nice prices on what is my last ever, probably, Polish football video. Thank you.